Okay, I'm live. Yay. All right. Let's see. So today we are watching Crisis on Infinite Earths, part one. But before all that, we're going to talk about Deadpool and Wolverine. And then it's so funny that this live is falling right on Comic-Con weekend. So there's just so much to look at, honestly. It could be like a little prelude to watching the movie, but it won't be super long. Let me prep those now. Let's see. Yes, here we go. Oh, they just compact all the trailers. That's kind of insane. All right. Videos. Hello. I was waiting for you. Hello. You are who I was waiting for. You and maybe William will pop through. I don't know. But we are here. So I figured like the first like 15, 20 minutes, because I know I'm long-winded, but it might not even be that long. We can talk about Deadpool and Wolverine, just give like spoilery thoughts, and then we can go from there and just watch Crisis on Infinite Earths and maybe some other trailers because it's Comic-Con weekend, so we have a lot of stuff coming out. But just to start with Deadpool and Wolverine. What a nothing burger. I'm so it's like I'm not even I'm not surprised. Like I'm not like, oh my God, like this is worse than I imagined because I had little expectations going into this. Like I knew from jump this is nostalgia bait. But I didn't think coming out of it like, oh wow, this is I guess a homage to the 20th Century Fox characters, which did we really need that is my question. Like I don't know that we needed that. The only thing that maybe was a little unresolved within that company and those characters, I guess, was X-Men, I guess. Um but it's like if you just needed it as a means to bring Logan back, then you did it. Like why did we have to have a whole movie about it? And why was it so bad? Why was it just not like there's so much. Um First of all, why are they making such a big deal on Lady Deadpool? That's what I want to know because I remember before I went to see the movie, all the posts I would see, they would highlight Lady Deadpool, like, oh, who is she? Who is she? And it's like she didn't really do anything. They didn't have her take off her mask, so she must not have been anybody noteworthy to them. So it's like, why did they make a big deal out of her? And I don't know too much about Lady Deadpool, so actually, um, let's see. Let's see what she's about. Oh, I guess they revealed the actress. Like the way I don't even care at this point. I just want to see her comic book origin, I guess. Comic origin. Oh my God, I can't spell. Thank you. Okay. All right, so let me share my screen. Beep. Oh no, that's for when we watch the thing. Let's just do it like that. Okay. What? This is the actress. Oh my God, I don't care. I want to see her. Wanda Wilson. Oh, okay. Nothing interesting. Got it. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that because I remember when looking at the posts, those were the two names that kept coming up because I know Taylor Swift wore the actual Deadpool costume for Halloween one year, which is like insane. And then of course, Blake Lively. So I think they were definitely feeding into it, but it's like, is that supposed to get people to see your film? Like, oh my God, wow. Like nobody I just I don't care. I don't know. Like I don't care. I can't believe that was one of the things they were just feeding into. And it's like people I was looking at comments and stuff from different reviews that I watched after I put up my video. And, people are just they're giving it 10 out of 10, 8 out of 10, and they're like, oh, it's the best MCU movie. It's like, it's so entertaining. And it's like, I hope they understand that that's not going to last. Like, we're dealing with another No Way Home. It's all fleeting. Like, all of that excitement, all of what you saw, which it was over after 5 minutes within the film, anyways. But, after all of that, it's gone. Like, you're not going to watch the film the same way. That's why I feel something like No Way Home. That movie was built for the theater. It was built for you to see it in the theater. You can't take that movie out of a theater, put it in your home, and have an enjoyable experience, in my opinion. And I think this movie is kind of the same way. Whereas in this case, though, I don't think this movie should have been in theaters. I think this should have been straight to Disney Plus, and we kind of just move on with our day. Like, that's how it feels to me. Like, I just, someone said it very nicely on their video. They were like, this felt like a short film directed by Ryan Reynolds that got stretched out into a feature-length film. And that's kind of my greatest takeaway after watching this movie. And of course, having Deadpool parrot what fans have been saying for years, oh, the MCU's at a low point, the multiverse saga isn't working, right? Having him parrot that, and then in the same breath, your entire film is representative of these problems. It is the epitome of these problems. I don't, you're not moving anywhere. You're not solving the problem. Like, just telling me that you're aware of that, but not doing anything to change it, that doesn't magically make it better. And I feel like that's what people are leaning on. And it's like, that doesn't mean the situation is fixed. Like, this movie fits, it doesn't fit in anywhere. Like, there's so much about this movie. Oh, that just makes me so, I'm not even annoyed anymore. I don't. Yeah, I don't. That's I think that's pure bullshit. I'm not gonna hold you. There's no rewatch value for this movie. Everything that they're claiming that has rewatch value, you can go on YouTube and search it up and watch a 5-minute clip and call it a day. There is no reason for you to sit down and rewatch this entire film again. I don't understand how someone could literally sit down and watch this entire movie again and have that same elation that they had watching it in the theater. I don't get it at all. It's like No Way Home, of course, but I think of something like Infinity War. That is an experience to me. Of course, there are certain scenes you can go and look up and watch if you really, really loved it, but that's the type of film where you want to watch it in totality. You want to watch the culmination of what we've been building towards for almost a decade at that point, right? You can't say the same for something like No Way Home. You can't say the same for something like Multiverse of Madness. It just doesn't have that rewatch value. It has rewatchable moments, but the film itself, no, I don't believe there's any rewatch value to this. I really don't. And that's going to be proven indirectly and directly in the time to come. I mean, like, honestly. um because we see, and you just made such a great point with No Way Home, which is why I'm going to keep mentioning it, because it really is No Way Home 2.0. But we see that film. People don't talk about rewatching that film from start to finish. They talk about moments in that movie. They talk about when Andrew Garfield came on screen, when Tobey Maguire came on screen. That's a moment. That doesn't encapsulate the entire film and the feel of it. No one talks about that anymore. Why? Because there was nothing there in the first place. Like, oh, brother. And you know what's funny, Blackstone? I found an old live of mine where you specifically asked me on my thoughts on Deadpool 3. This was a year ago, dude. And I said my thoughts, and like everything that I said came to fruition today. So I kind of want to play it because I think it's just hilarious that I was able to find that, and that you specifically asked the question about it over a year ago. Let me see. See, I have it right here. Okay, let me see. All right. Share screen. This one. All right. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's not too loud. Okay. Let me just turn it down just in case. Jennifer's coming back as Elektra. We have Wolverine. I believe Channing Tatum. He's coming as Gambit. He's been trying to be Gambit for like almost a decade now. So that's. I'm just so excited. And it's crazy how Variety reported on this a year ago, and I forgot about it because I was genuinely surprised to see Elektra, and I was genuinely surprised to see Channing Tatum as Gambit. Which, by the way, that whole thing with Channing Tatum as Gambit, for me, that was the funniest part of the entire movie. I'm not gonna lie. Like every time he spoke, I audibly laughed. I think he killed his part that he had in the movie. He was my favorite. But outside of that, I cannot believe that Variety reported on this a year ago, and I forgot about it. It's like insane. So hold on. Let's keep going. We have pictures of his new suit. Pretty sure this is the new suit. I don't know. I'm interested in Deadpool 3, but at the same time, it feels like a cameo palooza. It feels like nostalgia bait, which a lot of these movies have felt like nostalgia bait lately, and I'm just not too interested in that. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like Deadpool could stand on its own, so I don't know why we're having all these people come back. I don't know. I'm not totally against it, but I could do without it. This is so funny. This is so funny. Like, yeah, okay, so it wasn't just me. Okay, because I was like, when she popped up, I was like, oh, nice to see you. When Blade popped up, we clapped. Like my friend and I, we were like, yay! And I knew it was fleeting. I was like, okay, this is not even gonna whatever. But I mean, it was nice to see him for a second. And then when he walked in, I was like, wow, they put him in the whole getup. Like, wow. Let me see. Oh my gosh, hi William. I was hoping you would come in. That's so funny. I was really hoping you would come in. Okay. Yeah, it was the whole movie was just kind of like disappointing. I think it was disappointing that he didn't really interact with a lot of the MCU characters. And that's kind of what I was expecting. Like I was expecting nostalgia bait, I was expecting cameos, but I was expecting him to interact with the MCU characters. And there was a scene where he's laying in Thor's arms and he's crying and he's like bloody. And I don't know if that's extreme foreshadowing or it was just there to be like, oh, he interacted with Chris Hemsworth. Like, I don't really know what that was there for. I'm not sure if I'm gonna care, but it was interesting to see that. But he doesn't interact with really any other MCU character outside of that. So I was just like, oh, okay. Yeah, Blade was kind of trolling when he said in the car that he was the only Blade. I was like, oh. At this rate, with how the Blade movie is just not being made, like it's not coming to fruition, there's so much drama. He might be the only Blade. Like he might end up just staying the only Blade that we ever have. They cannot get it together with Marshala Ali's Blade. They can't get it together. It's just like it's not great. Let me see if I say anything else of note. Mm-hmm. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh my God, Blesden called it too. How did I miss all these things? This is insane. I feel like hopefully they go all out. Just bring back the entire Fox cast. Do a nice little hurrah. And then let's just keep it moving. Because oh my God, I said that. And then I was disappointed that they did that. Oh, that's crazy. That's just crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. He did. But I feel like we know at this point, you interact with Happy. That's like the bare minimum. That's the bare bones of interacting with an MCU character. You interact with someone like Happy or Pepper, someone who's connected to bigger characters, but, not to the point where they're going to get you a direct line or pipeline to Tony Stark or to the Avengers. Which, can we talk about how ridiculous it was that Deadpool wanted to be an Avenger? Where did where did Wade's motivation, like, where did that even come from? It's been a while since I've seen Deadpool 2. So you can let me know, right? Let me know if I'm wrong. Where did that come from? Where did that come from? Where he wanted to be an Avenger because he wanted to mean something and he wanted to matter. And I know he really did it all for Vanessa, but it felt so, the way that they presented it was so rudimentary to me. Like it felt like an after school special where you pull the audience aside and the actor looks to the camera and they're like, "Hey kids, we need to talk about today's episode. Today we talked about drugs. And kids, don't do drugs, okay? Because you're a hero." And it's like, what are we, like, when he started monologuing, I was like flabbergasted that this was real because it just felt like a sitcom. And I think they were trying to be serious. Like all the moments with Deadpool when they were trying to be emotional and serious, it just did not work. It really didn't work. I think it worked way better with Logan. And I wish we would have tapped into him a little more, but it is what it is. Let me see. He said that. He said that. Yes, Marshala Ali. I got it. Sometimes I trip up on words. I'm like, hello. Um, he said that. I feel like this man has been lying a lot this year. I don't know. Or whenever he said that, he's just been lying recently. I don't. Because honestly, if we think about Infinity War, right? And then we think about Endgame and how we have the blip. The way that the blip carried on between the next couple movies, it didn't hold too much importance. I'm not gonna lie. Like all we did with the blip was just show it happening in different characters' perspectives. But as far as the lasting effect, the lasting impression, we hardly ever explored that. I feel like I'm trying to think of when they really did a good job with that. I'm trying to think. I can't think. Because okay, so we had Black Widow, which wasn't even a part of like the blip. She was dead, so that didn't do anything. Then TV show wise, we had WandaVision, which I think that was the only show or like the only project of the MCU at that time that really explored the lasting effects of Infinity War and Endgame. So I think that show should have been a part of this conversation, right? Especially with how they tried to carry that into Multiverse of Madness, but it was just rehashed. So I don't understand how Deadpool is an 11. That's like an 11. This is a movie you can skip. Let's be very, let me stop sharing this because I don't think I say anything of importance anymore, right? I don't have time. I wonder if they're really going to commit to this movie being rated R. Oh, they sure did. And then Laura is important. And I think that's it. So we don't have to keep sharing this anymore. But this is a film that you can skip. There's nothing about Deadpool and Wolverine that is so important and integral to the MCU. No, ma'am. He doesn't even interact with the MCU characters. So I don't even understand how that was a part of the conversation. No, absolutely not. No. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. All right. I can dig that. Okay. Because I'm like, even within his own movie, I don't believe he ever went down a path like that. And then you just kind of throw it in our face at the beginning of this movie, and it's like, where did this come from? His desire to be a hero and to be something more than a killer. Like that came from absolutely nowhere. And we already know when you try to do that, the emotional impact, it does not land. No, 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 no. Like, don't, I don't understand. Let me see. I think Logan's arc was done so much better. But the problem is they didn't really explore it. And then, ha ha ha. You know what's funny? I was just about to talk about Cassandra Nova. She was a waste. She was absolutely wasted. And when she was there, she was cool. But I think you could tell from the moment she stepped on screen, she's not surviving this movie. And we're on a streak, guys. We're on a streak. This is yet another female character and another MCU villain that was absolutely wasted and not really, like their comic book counterpart, or at the very least, they weren't put to their fullest potential like their comic book counterpart. Like, yeah, guys, we did it. They absolutely messed up getting rid of her. And that's gonna, and you know what? I don't know if they're gonna do a thing where they bring her back. I don't know. But they messed up because she was absolutely wasted. Let me see, because honestly, I don't know too much about Cassandra Nova. I know that she's extremely powerful and very much a threat. And she's done some heinous things. So let me see. Hold on. Yeah. And then she's related to Charles. So let's present my screen. Yeah. Okay. La 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 la. Oh no. Mm. Okay. Yeah, she was born. Yes. Okay, so they kept that. All right. All right. She was born as the twin slash sibling. Mm-hmm. And they did touch on this part where I I I think she may have hinted at Charles trying to kill her like within the womb. Um let's see. Mm-hmm. Mm. She's insane. All this stuff. Not even touched on in the movie. Oh, it just boiled down to I want to essentially take over the world and be God. Like that's just not she did. She sure did. I mean, it was like when they killed Johnny, I was so sad. And like I knew a part of me knew he's not going to be here long, but I just wasn't expecting that because I was so happy to see Chris Evans as Johnny Storm again. I'm not going to lie. Fantastic Four is one of my biases. So I was so happy to see him again because I really love the cast from the 2000s movies. They weren't written well. But they shut that down. They said, and it's like, this is the thing, like, it's supposed to be a goodbye, a homage to these characters, but all you're doing is bringing them about for nostalgia bait, and then you're killing them off. Like, you can't even just let them like live on in the void or just like go off somewhere. We don't talk about it again. Like, you have to kill them off violently, like you did Johnny Storm. Like, I just that made me sad. No, I have not watched X-Men 97 yet. I need to watch it. I have been consumed with anime. My adventures with Superman. Hello. And then as far as like my life, I'm going to a convention this weekend, or I guess, yeah, this weekend. And so I'm getting all my stuff ready, and like that's just been like consuming my mind. So I just it left me like after the last live where we talked about it and everyone was like, yeah, you need to watch it. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to watch it. I swear to you, I'm gonna watch it before the year is over. Like, I want to try at least one episode. And knowing that I don't really have to watch the original show is cool. But yeah, I'm gonna try to take a look at it. That's fair. I would say don't get Disney Plus like on your dime. Don't. It's not, as a streaming service, it's not worth it. I don't pay for Disney Plus, which is why, I'm gonna try to watch it before the person who pays for Disney Plus decides to stop paying for it. So I'm gonna try and do that. But yeah. Oh my god, it's been 24 minutes. I didn't want to spend too much time on it. Honestly, yeah. Pirate it. All right, guys. Okay. I didn't want to spend too much time on Deadpool and Wolverine just because we're here to watch the movie. We're here to watch the movie. So I had a text. Okay. So my setup is a little different as far as how we're going to watch the movie, because usually I'll be in my chair over there and then I'll have my laptop and then I just like turn the camera, and that works better for like copyright. But for the one thing, my chair is disgusting because it has all of my cosplay outfits. And two, I don't have my laptop. So I'm not gonna be able to like sit over there. So I'm gonna like have it on a tab and then just like share my screen on and off. And hopefully we can hear the sound. And then I'm gonna open the live stream on my phone just so I'm aware of when they try to shut me down, when YouTube tries to take my stuff. Okay. Oh my god, no. Where? Oh wait, let me go to my. There we go. Okay. Oops. All right. Yes. Also share tab audio. So cute. All right. Let me do it like. How do I do it like this? Yeah. That way it's like a little smaller. So maybe copyright will be nicer, though I doubt it. Okay, before we start, how did the people feel about this movie on first watch? Because for me, I watched it with my friend and I thought it was okay. I know I need to rewatch it again because I didn't really absorb the information the way I should have. I'm not going to say it wasn't memorable, but I know that I need to rewatch it. But on first watch, it was okay. I think it's insane that we're at this point where this universe for DC is ending already. Like we only had really this is gonna be so fun. Okay. So then I oh my god, we have a great. So I'm not gonna say anything. Great. I'll just say I think it's crazy that this universe is already ending when we barely had any films, surrounding the Tomorrowverse. Like we had let's see. Of course, they're not going to appear here. Of course, I don't even know if they're on. So we had Justice League War World. We had it was the Superman film of Martian Manhunter. I don't even think it's on here. Max is so stupid because a lot of their films they just take it off every once in a while and then put it back and then take it off and then put it back and then take it off. This artwork is a little questionable. But it's like let me see. No. Oh yeah, they had the. I s- it's fine. Max is just so annoying because literally a lot of their films are not even on here. All right, guys. So let's go back to part one and let's watch this. This is gonna be so fun. All right, so we're gonna start and just let me know how the audio is. And then we'll kind of go from there. And I know when I stop sharing my tab, I think the audios it might cut out unless you can hear it from the speaker. But you can just let me know if it's too loud. So let's at least start it, and we'll see what happens from there.
I'm looking for a flying villain.
Kite Man can do it.
Hell yeah!
Son, you have never accomplished anything in your life. Is everyone staring at me disapprovingly?
See, WB is like confused on why they're in this state of failure. And then you look at shows that are getting greenlit by WB. Like, oh, brother. All right, guys. All right, guys. All right. Hope they don't shut me down. Okay, let me at least start the film by not sharing my screen. And then we can figure this out because it's a little different. Um, It really did. That's so sad that that movie never got released. Like, Or did it? Was it released? Or no, no, I don't think it was released. No, and I heard it was amazing, and they just didn't want anything to do with it. Like, okay, so this is just the opening credit scene. I don't know how the sound is, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, so I'm just gonna not share my screen because this is the um, opening credit scene. So I will say I can appreciate more creative opening title sequences. I feel like that was missing from a lot of the newer DC animated films. So I can appreciate it. Oh, oh, here we go. Here we go. All right. Where's that? It's out. Okay, hold on, hold on, hold on. Bleep, bleep. All right, so the audio's out. Okay, so we'll see. We're gonna see how long this works. Um, add an item. Media slot. Okay, cancel. All right, we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna figure it out. Because if anything, I'm gonna make it so I can watch it on my damn TV, but we'll see. Okay, here we go. Is the audio out now? I feel like it's true, but I don't know if it's like too loud.
The Flash. The Flash. That's the beginning. He said.
Oh, great! All right, cool.
Who's there? My lab. Something happened. Oh, I'm so hungry.
So yeah, depending on when YouTube shuts us down, we're gonna figure this out. But for now,
Let's see. I'll have
The sausage and peas, French fries, white toast, apple pie, and coffee. You ordered a while ago, and I wasn't about to forget that culinary curiosity.
Iris.
That's what the name badge says. Here you go. Oh,
Oh, Iris.
oh, girl, how did she trip? She literally tripped on air. She tripped on air.
what? What just happened?
What was supposed to happen here? We met.
Well, that's not weird at all.
I've been working too hard.
Hey, no, you should sit down. Is this okay? I don't want to get you fired.
Doesn't matter. Today's my last day. I've just been picking up shifts here till my ship came in.
Where are you going?
I landed my dream job, GBS News.
You're a reporter.
Nice.
News writer. For now, but maybe someday. Who knows?
Oh, you'll make it. I'm sure of it. I'm Barry Allen, by the way. Look, this may sound crazy, but would you like to go out for lunch?
Barry Allen. You're already out to lunch.
Well, we could split this.
Flash.
Oh,
Flash. Get up. Get up.
oh no.
You need to get up. Come on. Please.
need you.
You can do it.
Get up, Flash. Get up. You got
Please,
this.
don't do this. You aren't programmed to harm.
Get up.
Flash, get up. Get up.
She didn't. She didn't. Like, girl, what? The way that he
Flash.
played that, creepy as hell. She really didn't. Like, come on, Iris. I expected better. As a damn reporter, you want to be a reporter and you're not asking questions.
Superman. Looks like that last blast rattled your cage a bit. You better sit this one out. I can handle this.
Oh,
Whatever he is.
Android.
I love this Superman.
He's an
suit.
android. I
really
remember
do.
now. Amazo.
Mazo? How do you know it's...
I don't know.
Okay, fine. I'll take care of Amazo.
He sounds so annoyed.
No,
What is-
no, don't.
Why is he so annoyed? Oh my god. There's never a moment where Superman is not being put on his ass.
Weak. I'm not weak. You're just heavy. Oh, you mean you're weak?
That android. He somehow drained my power. Like Parasite.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
think you
you
got the
know,
worst of
you
it.
know the vibes.
Oh no.
Help me over there.
I don't know if I like. I don't know if I'm feeling this art
It's not
style
your
that they
birthday, pal.
decided
If you
to
could
use
blow out a candle,
for tomorrow.
I'll draw him away.
Flash, no. He drained the energy
Like
out
the
of me.
black
If
lines.
he gets yours,
It's
Don't
okay
worry,
for like
I'll keep
one
my
or two
distance.
films, but for a whole universe, I don't know. I'm not really a fan of it. That's just me. I think it's more of a personal preference. No way he tried to hit him with
You
a
all right?
wrench.
Well, I got some speed
bar.
left, but not enough for, a tornado or anything.
you better get out of here.
I'm not leaving you here.
Yeah, it's
Come
not
on.
great, dude.
That won't slow him down
It's
for long.
not.
I know you. Robin Hood.
But
Not
you're right.
Robin
You know, this film, I guess,
Dressed
will help
like him.
you be
Robin Hood
introduced
doesn't have a
to
car.
the main players of the Tomorrowverse. But yeah, the animation is not great. Like, even compared to New 52 verse, which
Need
is
medical
saying something,
attention.
because in my
Star
opinion,
Labs.
that animation was not great at all.
No. No Star Labs.
Yeah, I think they're a little bit too alien dissection-y.
Where else?
I have a friend.
I'm telling
Are
you,
you
there's
sure this
never
is a
a
good
moment
idea?
where Superman isn't being embarrassed.
Well, it is Halloween.
It's for you, sir.
Trick or treat?
Bruce Wayne? I thought this address was familiar, but...
Hello, Ollie. And you're Barry Allen, a forensic scientist from Central City.
He sounds so robotic.
Wow. How did you...
We have a friend of yours. He gave us your address.
I'm sorry, Superman slumped like that.
Bring him
It's not
inside.
Bird to Mary.
crazy. Right?
The flowers.
He looks so
What kind of
mean.
flowers should we have at the reception?
Irises. We had irises on every table. We'll have. I mean, it would look nice if we had irises on every table.
You were time tripping again.
Uh-oh. Fucking got me. Hold on. No. Okay. Okay. What should I do? Because I don't have it on DVD. No. Okay. Let me see what I can do. I don't want to go live on my phone because it's kind of a lot. Let me see. Like I could sit there and do it. Wow. I mean, it was like 10 minutes of footage. Not bad. That's not bad. Okay, guys, there's no more copyright. Let's see. What should I do? Should I do? How do I fix this? Okay, go like this. Let me see. Did they get me again? What should I do? Like my own. Let's see. Okay. Let me see. What do I do? Like, I take, all I need is the webcam, right? So, what? Oh, okay. All I need is the, if I, let me see. Oh, I can't even see this anyways. Okay, so let me see if I take this camera. Ooh. What an angle. And then I can't take it far though. Let's see. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oop. Okay. Okay. me stop this. Okay. Let's see. Move. Is it too late? This computer has fallen apart, and there's nothing to do for that. But I'm thinking like. Okay, maybe. Okay. What is this? Okay. Am I back? Alright, let me end this and then let's try again.